एंथनी डिसिल्वा फ्रॉम असोला आंबेली. दिसांनी जायत्यो घडामोडी जात आहे विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज, पॉलिटिकल लिडर्स. आनी हांव खुशाल आनी हॅप्पी दॅट ह्यो डिबेट ह्यो चालू जाल्याय म्हूण. आनी येस, इलेक्ट्रल पॉलिटिक्सांत इलेक्शना पयले सुमार 1.5 वर्स पयल्यो चालू जालें म्हूण. हें सुमार 2 वर्स पयलें इलेक्शन जाचें फुडें 2027चे हांवें 2025 स्टार्टिंगूच हेजेर चर्चा हांवें सुरू केल्ली. I tried to bring this in the domain for discussion and debate much earlier. नाजाल्यार पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज इलेक्शनाक 3 म्हयने आहाय म्हळ्यार आपआपले चॉयस हाडटाय आनी आमच्या माथ्यार थापताय. ताका लागून गेले ते मार्च एप्रिलांत हांवें ही एक चळवळ चालू केल्ली सो दॅट सम डिबेट कॅन स्टार्ट सुनर ऑर लेटर, बट बेटर मच अर्लियर बिफोर द इलेक्शन्स. आनी चिंतलो तशें जालें म्हणून हांव देवाक अर्घा दिता. मुखार जाता ते सगळे पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हांवें वांगडा घेवन विचार लोकांले मांडले, जे म्हाका फिडबॅक येता ते, आनी तेमगेले फिडबॅक हांवें घेयले आनी सगळे एकठांय करून हे कॅप्सूल एश कोरून ही नॅरेटिव्स आनी रिक्वायरमेंट लोकांची भावना हाज्या मुखार घाता. वेन आय सेड ऑल पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज आय मीन काँग्रेस, आम आदमी पार्टी आनी गोवा फॉरवर्ड. आतां थोडे जाण म्हटले आरजी गेले. ह्या आरजीके चड म्हाका डिस्कशन करपाक ना, कारण हांवें टायम एंड अगेन मनोज परबाक कॉन्टेक्ट करपाक ट्राय केलो. तो फोन उबाना, तो म्हाका मेळना. विरेश बाब बोरकार म्हाका मेळ्ळा, फोन उबाना. मेळटा तो हांवें ताका भासाभास केली, मेळया आनी उलोवया म्हूण, पूण तेजी कांय पत्ता ना. आनी फोन केल्यार तो फोनूय घेयना. एज रिसंट एज एस्टरडे ताका हांवें मेसेज्यो घायल्यो, त्यो जाबाब दिना. आनी तो मेसेज वाचील म्हूण त्या टिकूय म्हाका ब्लू टीक येयना. सो मे बी दॅट ऑप्शन तेणें यूज केला ब्लू टीक येना जावपाक. ताचें कारण कितें तें तो जाणा. तेगे मेसेज म्हाका येताय. आनी आय एम नॉट अशेम टू टेल दीस बिकॉज ऑफ माय supporters, my followers, as well as followers of and supporters of RG who are also in good books with me. तुमचे पासून सांगता, हांवें till last night I tried getting Viresh Babu on board, but it has not been successful from my side. So I'm sorry about it, but I'm not ashamed to tell so. Atha, I have gone right from political leaders, पार्टी लिडर्स टू जे MLA जे गव्हर्मेंटान आसाय, जे जावं रुलिंगां जावं ऑपोजिशनान, सगळ्यांचे विचार हांवें घेवपाक ट्राय केला. लिडर्स लायक जावं कॅप्टन विर्यातो बाब, कॅप्टन वेन्झी वेगस, गिरीश बाब चोडणकर, अमित बाब पाटकर, अमित बाब पालेकर, जावं एल्टन डिकोस्टा बाब, जावं क्रूज बाब सिल्वा, जावं कार्लोस बाब फेरेरा, जावं विजय सरदेसाय बाब, आनी जाते भाशेन सगळ्या कडेन घेवन हे विचार मांडले. लोकांले प्रश्न तेजे बरें घायले. आतां ती खबर पयलो पार्ट. आतां थोडे आरजीके भुरगे म्हाका जाय तो फोर्स कोताय, कमेंट घाताय, फोन कोताय. बट तुमकां कळपाक सांगता, आय हॅव नथींग रॉंग अगेन्स्ट RG. इट वॉज ओन्ली बिफोर द लोकसभा इलेक्शन हांवें पॉडकास्टार जावं इंटरव्यू वॉक द टॉक म्हणटा तितून देखून हांवें रिक्वेस्ट केलें मनोज परबा जावं RGक दॅट वी ऑल शूड कम युनायटेड एंड फायट द लोकसभा सीट. बट इन स्पायट ऑफ फॉरगेट मी मायसेल्फ, द होल वर्ल्ड गोन्स ताका सांगताले एकवटान येवन झुजया, पयलीं स्वतेर BJP भायर दवरया म्हूण, तुगे डिफरन्सीस मागीर सॉर्ट आवट कर म्हूण, आनी तुका एसेंब्लीक मागीर आमी फूल सपोर्ट करतले म्हूण जायते लोकांनी सांगिल्लें. पूण हें RGके लिडरांनी कोणालें आयकोंक ना. आतां ती खबर थिंगा दवरया, कारण हांवें पॉजिटिवली बरे मनान दयाळू काळजान being very liberal. I even tried to bring sense in Robert Pereira that from average 50,000 voters that had voted for the RG all over South Goa, I think double the and 1 lakh voters ताका रुबेटा वोट मारले पण हांवें मनान धरलें आनी सांगिल्लें तेऱ्या वचत तूं जिखपाना पूण तेच बराबर तूं BJPक निवडून येवपाक आदार दितो म्हणून आनी कॅप्टन विराटो पिडावतो. सो द पर्पज ऑफ गेटिंग युनायटेड विल बी लॉस्ट बट स्टील दे डॅम नॉट लिसन टू एनी ऑफ अस. बट बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस somehow God was with the Goans who wanted to fight together. Ani Robert Pereira finally had to bite the dust with probably less than 20,000 votes and probably even lost the deposits. And that might have brought some sense into the leaders of the RG. And I am happy that in this season, RG leaders have realized that they cannot fight all the 40 seats. They cannot have so many candidates to contest 40 seats. Not only that, they have realized that they cannot fight it alone. They need to come together unitedly to fight the BJP. So, Dev Bare Guru for this thought. Now, तितू मागीर ते इफ्स एंड बट्स आहाय तेगेले मागीर तेगे कंडिशन आहाय तेगे कॉमन मिनिमम प्रोग्राम आहा आनी वॉट एवर सेड एंड डन द अंडरलायनिंग स्टेटमेंट इज that RG has realized what the Goans is to tell him time and again that he cannot fight this battle alone and that he needs to come united to fight the BJP. That's done. Now let me come to the second part. आता ह्यो सगळ्यो घडामोडी झगडी जाताय सोशल मिडियाचेर मोस्टली बिटवीन गोवा फॉरवर्ड RG, आम आदमी पार्टी एंड काँग्रेस. This has to come to rest. Earlier the better, sooner the better. लोकांचे आवाज all over Goa, people only know one thing, that only unitedly all the 4 major parties and some leaders of other parties like NCP, like Giuseppe Philip, they all have to come together, united to fight. Which from all my podcasts, I have collected that Soglam, Ekotan Ian Soglok, Tenche Mon Asa. But there are some controversial statements coming out left, right, and they are flying in the air. But that is not of much concern. That will be put to rest the moment they decide earlier to come together and form the alliance. Now, coming together is confirmed and everybody agrees to it. Let us lock this. Lock kiya jaye. Coming together. Number 2, the question is when. Ajay debate hai, especially of Goa Forward and Aam Aadmi Party. They want this alliance, the sooner the better, the earlier the better. Coming together is the beginning. And then starting to work together is the success. So Aam Aadmi Party get disgruntlement jahan, where they also fire left, right, especially their central leaders, that they will contest all the seats. That maybe they are instant anger or instant retaliation to what is the delay of the alliance. Maybe that is the case. So how can this be sorted out? Form the alliance, earlier the better. Why not today, if tomorrow? But approach though, when I discuss these matters with Yuriba Balemau, all of the other Congress leaders, they fear that if we come together earlier in alliance, that BJP may dismantle them. The disgruntled government may jump parties. Absolutely true. But I'm looking at the other way around. What if you delayed alliance? Are you not going to lose supporters? Are the parties not going to lose supporters during that period? Number one. Number two, if BJP want to dismantle the leaders, they are expert in that. They can dismantle even after the elections are over. They can take even elected MLAs from you. So, if you think you will form the alliance just 3-4 months before the elections, don't you think then also BJP can dismantle some leaders among you all? Don't you think the disgruntled people will jump sides? But the disadvantage of having an alliance 3-4 months before the election will be more damaging, because the damage that will be done 3-4 months before the election will be beyond the control of damage control. You will not be able to feel the damage. You will not be able to feel the repairs. The repairs will not be timely conducted. But if we all do the alliance, let's say from today, we'll have 1.5 years time. So the damage or disgruntle that can happen, that can be repaired, rebuild, damage control can be done in the coming 6 months, and then we'll have 1 year in us to go for strong support and campaigning and propaganda. Because after the alliance is done, the picture will be more clear for every person to fight. So, first part is coming united. Second part is defining the timeline when this unity can happen, when the announcement for the alliance can be done. Number 3, the question comes of seat sharing formula. Unity is alimu alliance mistake kele muzawpana. Alliance ko tedna discussion zawpa what will be the seat sharing formula between Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, Goa Forward, and RG. The number of seats to be given, that will be your prerogative. But this has to be done now. That is the third point. So if the seat sharing formula zalo, then the question comes, which constituencies? Otherwise, constituency lagun amka zogotle. So in sogli zogdi घडामोड्यो आता October, November ran जाल्यार best जातले. So वयताय ते वयतले, रावपा जाय ते रावतले. And so we'll have enough time for repair and damage control. So fourth point is the constituencies will be needed to define and given it to particular parties. Forgot number of seats सांगील म्हणून जायना. काँग्रेसाक 10 सीट म्हणली and सगळी 10 सीट नोता दिल म्हणून. Congress will not take. So, seat sharing number of seats सांगील म्हणून जायना. Which are the seats to be shared among these parties will also be needed to be discussed, debated, compromised, and adjusted by all, and then gone forward. So number 1, united, we have to make the decision to be, first thing is to come together. Second thing is to give the deadline for formal formation of alliance. Third thing, seat sharing formula. Fourth thing, distribution of the constituencies for respective parties. And a fifth and the last thing, as activists, excluding me, parties like Congress Party, as discussed even with Yuriba Valyamau, should give at least 2-3 seats for activists. Aam Aadmi Party must give at least 1-2 seats for the activists. Goa Forward must give 1-2 seats. And RG also must give 1-2 seats for the activists. With this understanding, I think things will be better for Goa. We'll have enough time to handle and tackle the frogs, the party jumpers, the disgruntled people, the BJP's dismantling techniques. These all things can be settled from, let's say, from November till March, April, and then from May onwards, we can go full steam supporting each other parties with parties candidates in respective constituencies fighting the whole battle together. हे सगळें जातलें म्हणून हांव एक आशा बाळगितां. आय एम रिक्वेस्टिंग all the parties, all the party leaders, please come united within a time frame, do the seat sharing formula, distribute the constituencies, take the activists into account, and let's fight this battle 2027. Dev Bare Guru, thank you very much.